Yo,
Hero player.
guys, I've really been thinking about NEOS, and I've been seeing a deck that's been running around getting success, and their concept is just very simple, and it's the Infernoble Knight deck, and that kind of inspires this build. Now, no, there's not going to be some sort of spicy isolate, equip spell combos or anything like that, but the concept of the deck is still going to be pretty much the same in this Droll format. This Friday, we've got our August updated NEOS deck profile for you guys. Michael Bowden back here once again, and I am your host, Destiny Hero Mike, baby. And welcome back to D Time. We're here, baby. It's always D Time, and in more ways than one. Excuse me, I really didn't want to blow my windpipes out. You guys already see I'm starting to cough already, so I gotta chill out on all the yelling at the top of the videos. But we just try to keep you guys engaged. That's the whole point of the intro, because it's just hype. We like the hype. We don't like the boring bland stuff. That's not the channel for that type of stuff. But yes, here is our NEOS hero deck profile, and before we get into it, just please do us a brief favor, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, because we do hero stuff weekly, aside from this week, because I was kind of out of it this week, but we back in it. And comment down in the comments, NEOS power, down in the comments below. See, there we go with the throw, man. I need to go get myself some cough drop. There I go with the yelling again. Oh my goodness, I can't help myself. Sorry guys, just too hype. But I really appreciate you guys, and again, thank you guys so much for the 6,000 subscribers. And to those of you guys who are wondering about this deck box, man, this factory is playing with me, okay? D-Time deck box is on the way. This is my only sample version I can display to you guys. Is all I got. It's coming. I don't know what's going on with them. Well, I do know what's going on with them. The material, they had to reorder the material. So they're telling me, I don't want to say they're giving me the runaround, but let's give them time. These are the same people who make Team Samurai's deck boxes. So let's give faith in what they're doing. They made this phenomenal sample for us. So guys, I can't do much but update you guys the way they update me. So please be patient, guys. It's on the way. But while you're here, head to dtimeexclusives.com and check out the gear that we do have left in the shop that you are able to purchase and that we will ship very soon. So thank you guys so much. But yeah, so I really appreciate you guys for your support. Deckbox, I'm going to continue to keep y'all updated. So we got to get these out because I'm ready to start this next project. And yes, hint, hint, it is a NEOS project. I know we're already over 2 minutes in, but I just wanted to get those brief intros out the way because I kind of want to go into depth about this deck. Now, what I've been thinking about, we've been seeing the Infernoble matchup. And in the Infernoble matchup, we noticed that it's a going first deck. Its weakness is going second, so we accept that. But we also understand that the deck, I think, most of the builds are pretty much all gas. I don't think they really do too many hand traps. Not that I've seen, not that I've played against from personal experience. I guess it depends on the player, but they don't do too many hand traps. So I figured the same concept that works here. Now, the one strength that Infernoble does have is access to NEOS. Access to Aqua Dolphin. But so does this deck. It also has access to Aqua Dolphin. And we are in an ugly Droll format. And I think the reason why Infernoble is able to prosper is because their Aqua Dolphin package. And we have our own in here. So I want to go over, and so it's pretty much going to be a similar concept. And I think that's the only way this deck is able to function. And as of late, with the Omni Hero, we know what the deck is capable of. We went like 7-0, then another tournament we went 4-0 back to back, right? So we know what that deck is capable of, but as of lately going to tournament with it, same exact build, not much changing. Man, we've been bricking hard. We've been drawing a lot of our one-ofs, a lot of militias, 2 militias, we're not able to combo with it. Just weird stuff, just weird hands, unplayable hands. And I feel like this deck doesn't do that as often. And a lot of times the turns where we are able to play in the Omni Hero deck, we'll run into Droll. And that's been a problem. You can see those games over on D-Time Duels, exactly what I'm talking about. Perfect example, because that's what we've been piloting mostly, is Omni Hero. But going into NEOS, I think, yeah, we have to trade off. The deck is a little bit more mid-rangey. It's less explosive, but I think it's more consistent, and it has a better way of dealing with Droll and Lockbird inherently. and naturally. So let's go ahead and get into the deck list. Finally, it's already 5 minutes in. Oh my goodness. So in this video, I'm definitely going to be including a timestamp. So appreciate you guys' patience. But here we go. 2 Spirit of Neos. So we're starting with that. 2 normal Neos. So I'm just pretty much going to do the Neos family. Armed Dragon Thunder level 10 because rather than playing like a board breaker card or something like that, we like to use fusion. We like to use Neos fusion so that we can just blow their board off and then, you know, bring out Armed Neos and like go for an attack. So that's like my board breaker choice. So, and that's a small price that we have to pay for that. Then you got your Grand Mole. Well, that's Grand Mole, Aqua Dolphin, and your Dark Panther. So, well, let's triple Crosskeeper. Need that. That's part of the engine of the deck. Crosskeeper, triple of those. But yeah, so the deck's going to be centered around your Aqua Dolphin. You guys are going to see why a little later. But that is pretty much our Neos package. It's a very small monster list. There's another thing I like about it. It doesn't play up too many monsters. Like the Omni Hero deck, you know, you can draw a hand of all monsters. And 1 interrupt will stop it. Even an Ash Blossom sometimes is enough to shut your entire turn down. With sometimes, depending on your hand and everything, with the Omni Hero. So right now, I think we know what Omni Neos is capable of. So I think I want to take a backseat to Omni Neos, and we just kind of want to slow it down with the Neos deck. So because we want to get our point across, we want to get our setups across very, you know, easily. Then we've got our Liquid Soldier, Shadow Mist, Stratos, and of course 420 Blaze It Up. Elemental Hero Blaze, man. Gotta play him. He's perfect for this deck. He's an E-Hero. Helps. The objective of this deck is just to get to Infernal Rage. Flame Wingman Infernal Rage. That is the objective of this deck. That's really mainly all it wants to do, and he's gonna help us get there a lot easier. So there's that. Then getting on into the spells. Well, let's kind of organize my 1-ups here. Let's see about that. Okay, yeah, I want to organize my 1-ups. So starting out, I guess engine-wise, it is Neo. So we'll start with Engage Neo Space. 3 in Shuffle. There we go. 3 in Shuffle. And yes, I'm going to be going to tournament with this deck. I'm going to try this out. What I like about E in Shuffle is that, you know, we could dump a hero back to the deck or Neospatian back to the deck, bring out the Aqua Dolphin, and then use the Aqua Dolphin and pop the Droll. And then just kind of play from there, depending. That's really cool. But we got more ways of summoning Aqua Dolphin, so you guys are going to see here shortly. And to round off the Neo support, we're going to go triple Neos Fusion. This is just simply for going second. If we have to go second, we know we have a board clear, a threat in Armed Neos. So that's really just for going second, or for finishing a combo when going first. Say we want to go for our Cosmo Neos. This would dump the additional missing piece for the Brave Neos. And when I say piece, I mean one of the final whatever of the Neospatians that we need. This will fill that space. So it's just really good all around. You kind of need 3. It's going to help you in consistency. Or going second. It's very simple, 1 card. It's just a really good. It's very good. Then we're going to do 2 Instant Contact because we are doing a form of hand looping, level 7 or lower hand looping with Neos live. So going first or second, going first, we'll use this for something like an Aqua Dolphin. Or we could just straight out cheat out Sunrise if there's a vanilla Neo somewhere, somehow. Especially what we're discarding with the Aqua Dolphin, you know, discard vanilla Neos, Instant Contact, and you just bring out your Sunrise, get Miracle Fusion, and then from there you have your Infernal Rage Shiny Neo setup. So really good card, 2 of. You can also side it out if you need. I like it as a 2 of. It's decent going first or second. Or again, like I said, we can just go in first. We can just go into the what's the name of that card? Aqua Dolphin. So Aqua Neos. So then onto the E-Hero engine, triple E-Emergency Call, just supplemental support, and the A-Hero Lives. So those are very mandatory. Boom. And then our secret weapon. So instead of the, because we really want our normal summon for our heroes and whatnot. So, you know, instead of the, you know, what the Infernoble Knight is doing, they're abusing our Neospace connector, ironically, really annoying. They're using our Neospace connector, but we want to keep our normal summon for fusion deployment so that we can, we still want to kind of normal summon Stratos too in the same turn and get away with it. So we'll start off our turn with, it does conflict with A Hero Lives, but it's still good when you get it. When you get it, man, you get it. It's just that good. And fusion deployment into Aqua Dolphin and pop that Droll and Lockbird. I think that is really strong in this format. So I kind of really want to go back to this deck because it specializes in that. I'm going to talk about it just a little more at the end of this list since we're already here. Then the Miracle Fusion, Rhoda, your one-ofs, Called by the Grave, and Protection of the Elements. That's another thing I like about this deck. We have a Spell Trap, Negate. That's awesome. Unlike the Omni Hero. So, you guys, it is future D Hero Mike here in editing. I don't know how in the world we forgot Polymerization. I just put this deck back together. So yeah, here's the Polymerization as the one of. We're going to one instant contact because except for Called by the Grave, everything is searchable literally. These are all our searchable one-ofs, so it's totally fine. Very similar to the Omni Hero deck, except I feel like this deck has a little bit less bricks. I really feel like it feels that way with this build, at least in comparison to the Omni Hero deck. So yeah, there's the Polymerization. Almost forgot. Or if you guys want, we can go into 41 as well, if you guys want. But we're just gonna keep it as 40 and just run with that. So, yep, just a brief update on that Polymerization. Oopsies there. Yeah, which making a 40 card main deck. Now we're getting into the extra deck. So starting out with Infernal Rage is probably the first fusion we're gonna be bringing out, right? Sunrise, double Shining Neos Wingman because you bring one out, and then you can Miracle Fusion to one, and then they can just loop them. They can loop into themselves. So really good. Then your Nebula Neos, Cosmo Neos. So yeah, those are your bigger guys, your bigger boss guys. Yeah. So we're gonna keep going from here. We don't play Links. We don't play Infernal Divisor for this build. It's just my preference. I don't play Infernal Divisor. Aqua Neos, Dark Neos, Grand Neos, Air Neos, Brave Neos, Vanilla Flame Wingman, Absolute Zero, Wake Up your E-Hero, and Arm Neos, like we were saying, going second. Brilliant card going second. Now, my only thing is the Air Neos is not mandatory, so what I would take him out for is Glow Neos, or just something of your preference that's level 7 or lower, a second Infernal Rage, a second Sunrise, I don't know, 2 Brave Neos if you want, or Escarito if you're playing, I don't know, you can play Dark Law or something like that. So if you can squeeze in a mass change into your deck, you don't have to play this card. It's not mandatory. So I don't have a side deck for this deck, but now what I wanted to talk about, what I really wanted to talk about was where are we at here? I really wanted to talk about, I'm gonna run a clue called by as well. I really wanted to talk about the Infernoble Knight concept and how basically that deck is all gas, right? It's always going to start with an Aqua Dolphin. Most of the time, I've noticed it quite often, it starts with an Aqua Dolphin and you're just kind of just going from there. You're on your way. You just summon the Neospace Connector and you're just comboing. I just feel like, okay, same concept for this deck, except this deck actually legitimately uses Aqua Dolphin as, a turn skip combo piece. As well as he's, since I told you guys, we also play the Aqua Neos. But also this card has double use because if we really for some reason need a vanilla Neos, well, there goes the fusion deployment. So I just feel like Aqua Dolphin really has a place in this format since it wants to be a Droll format, and I think it's actually viable. It's a going first deck anyways. We're gonna lose going second. It's the same exact thing with Infernoble Knight. They're gonna lose going second most of the time. Most of the cards in their deck is just gas. They just want to go first. And if they can steal games going second, that's the thing. This deck can also, it can steal a game going second depending. And again, we have our built-in going first cards such as Neos Fusion. We want to use that because it gives us more access instead of like a Dark Ruler No More. Sometimes that's not enough because you need follow-up to Dark Ruler No More. But for example, something like a NEOS Fusion just by itself is enough to strike the fear of God into the opponent. So I think bases are covered, and this is why I fell in love with the deck. But now that is like when I first started, piloting this deck, the Droll and Logbird was not as prevalent, was not as mainstream as it is now. Now it's just rampant. So I think it's a really good time to bring this deck back, and we'll just keep it mid range, and we'll be comfortable with that. And we just because a lot of times when we resolve our favorite contact, because that's all we want to do, right? When we resolve our favorite contact and bring out something as easy as a Shining NEOS, as strong as a Shining NEOS, a lot of times that's the end of the game already that we've seen. I don't know if you guys have been playing Omni NEOS, and I don't know how often you guys have been bringing out your Shining NEOS to your opponent, but it's usually game ending. And so I feel like this deck can get to Shining NEOS very easy, a little more easy and more consistent than the Omni Hero. Omni Hero is just a little bit more clunky. Yes, like I said, we've gone like freaking 7-0 with it, but that's the truth. The deck is a little bit more clunky and is prone to brick itself a little bit more. But in this deck, it's a little bit more just, it's sleek. It's a lot more efficient, I think. So I think I'm gonna jump back to this route. I think I really like what inspires me is the Infernoble Knight concept. And we're just going to keep it simple. It doesn't have to be super FTK. We just want enough to set up our favorite contact, whether we bring out Shining or Cosmo. Cosmo is just icing on the cake. But the very minimum, we want to bring out Shining. And we're able to really easily do that disrespecting the Droll. So now that Droll is that much more mainstream. Same goes for Ash Blossom. We pop this card, Ash Blossom / Droll is gone. And again, the Call by the Grave to help us with that. It's like 4 cards to deal with that. So, I don't have a side deck yet. I just built this. So we'll put a side deck that's appropriate. And we're going to enter a tournament, and we're going to let you guys know how it, we're going to be reporting to you guys. But really appreciate you guys. I hope this deck, in depth, instead of a test hand, we just kind of want to just do a lecture and go in depth about this deck and why I think it's really kind of strong again due to Droll. And even after the ban list, is going to be crazy, right? Because even after the ban list, Droll is still going to be good, right? It's still going to be just thrown in the main deck. I don't think people are just going to overnight get off of Droll overnight, right? After this big ban list that's supposed to be coming, everybody's doing predictions on. So we want to be ahead of the curve, and I think right now this feels like the way to go. So let us know what you guys think down in the comments. What are you guys doing? You guys still enjoying Omni? You guys thinking about switching to this with the Infernoble Knight concept in mind? So let us know what you guys think. I really appreciate you guys. Love you guys. I'm going to catch you guys. Oh, have a great weekend. Be safe. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one.